Good evening, guys. Just a quick little video right now to inform you about what is currently going on with the channel. I was made aware by YouTube today of 2 claims on my channel. On the second video that I posted, which is the title, if I'm correct, Nichol Kessinger news, Kessinger wipes Satya consulting, something like that. It's the second video I posted. The thumbnail is a picture of Nichol and it says by Satya Consulting or by Satya. So the first one I got was a claim made by Nichol. So if you want to pull the difference, the video, so you can check exactly the timeline. It's at 10 minutes and 11 seconds and at 25 minutes and 04 seconds. Basically, I'm not going to show it here because our girl is going to put another claim. From now on, I'm going to be a little smarter about that. It's about her PTK Honor Society credentials. So basically, it's an old phone number and obsolete Gmail account. Both of them don't work. They're no longer in service, yet she put a copyright claim on it. And the privacy claim, excuse me. And the one on 25 minutes is actually a screenshot of the channel Conscious Truth. And it's a screenshot of her reading through text messages between Nichol and one of the CBI cops. So, of course, I know for a fact it's not Conscious Truth that did that. It's Nichol. I don't know if you're aware, when you make a privacy claim on a channel, on a video, you have to be the individual in question. YouTube is pretty serious about that, and you have to prove your identity. So that's Nichol. It cannot be a family member, it cannot be a friend, it has to be you. Second case I got is by our bud, Jim the Geologist, NK's BFF. And he put a lot of them, look at that. 20 minutes and 20 seconds, 21 minutes and 05 seconds, 29 minutes and 41 seconds, 30 minutes and 46 seconds. You can pause and go check out my video where exactly it is. But basically, again, it shows Jim's background report, which is public domain, again. And it shows the public page of one of his Facebook friends. And then, this one takes the cake. Then, he put a claim on a Facebook post I made in a group. I made that post myself. Me, it's my post. On a Facebook group that no longer exists at that. That group was wiped. How are you gonna claim my own fucking Facebook post? Excuse me about the F-bomb right there, but please, I mean, come on. So, of course, I have 48 hours to remove the video or fight it all the way. So I'm gonna fight it all the way. But for sure, you guys will be able to have access to the videos, both videos, for another 48 hours at least. So I encourage anyone who wants to download said video and reuse it, reuse parts of it in their video. I give you my full consent, I give you authorization, you have my blessing to do so. By the way, I want to tell you, Nichol, doesn't matter even if the video comes down, because I'll just re-upload it with the specific timestamps blurred. That's it. It's not gonna detract from the message of the video, which is me revealing your LLC and you dissolving it 3 days after I revealed it. It's not gonna take away from the fact that at least another dozen channels right there at the top of my head I have the exact same information in their video, except I have 300 subscribers and they have hundreds of thousands of subscribers. They have hundreds of thousands of views. I have what? 5K views maybe? I think on this video right there is 3K views. You feel that threatened by me? I know, don't get me wrong, I know why you're attacking me right now. It's because of the LLC. It's because of me revealing the name of Satya. That's why. I know that. So just know, I'll be fighting it all the way. And we'll see what happens. Doesn't matter, because whatever happens, like I said, I'll re-upload it and it'll just be blurred at this specific moment. No big deal. I'm not gonna cry for 3,000 views. I'm really not. It's not like it was a video that went viral. You're not making me cry. Just so you know. And by the way, Jim, hi Jim, I know you know more than you're letting it on. I know why Nichol didn't want you to talk to the cops. It's because you were there. The day of the murders, the day SHAN'ANN got murdered, the day those little girls got murdered, you were there. You were at Nichol's house. And that's a fact. And you know how I know? Because Nichol herself said it. In the interview that she did with CBI, the audio interview that she did with CBI with the audio interview with her dad, where you can hear her dad in the background. Daddy Kessinger, Dwayne. So just so you know, I was made aware by a subscriber that there is a petition floating around to have Kessinger brought in for like detector tests. So I'm going to show you this petition, and I will encourage you. I'll put it in the description. I didn't make it. It's not me, just so you know. It's a guy, I think his name is Jonathan. I forgot. Yeah. So pay attention to this image. I'll put the link of that petition in the description, and I encourage everybody to go and sign it. Right now it says, there you go. It was made by Jonathan Lee Riches, truthseekingsleuth@gmail.com. And there you go. Pay attention to this Verizon record right there. Take a look at line number 2. August 13, 6:16 a.m. for a number that starts by 414. This call came from Frederick, Colorado, and it went to a cell phone that originated in Milwaukee. Don't think that it was somebody that was in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's somebody whose phone was registered in Milwaukee, but that's Jim's number. And we know Jim was in Colorado at Nichol's house that day. She called him 3 hours after SHAN'ANN was murdered. 3 hours after SHAN'ANN was murdered. She placed a 1-minute phone call to him. And then, if you take a look at line number 5, she made another phone call to Jim at 3:32 p.m. when she was on her way out of work to her house, because she met him there. Jim was there at Nichol's house from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. So I might have lost some of you right now by saying this, so I'll just show you. Just take a listen to this. And she will tell you, it's a little long, but it's important you listen to all of it, because it reveals to you why she doesn't want the cops to talk to Jim, because supposedly he doesn't know anything about this. He doesn't know about Chris. He doesn't know about the situation. Nothing. Yet, Jim, he's her BFF. He's her best friend. He has a key to her house. He's that much of a good friend. He was there from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m., but he has no idea that she was playing phone tag with Chris about the fact that there was cops at Chris's house and that his wife was missing. He has no idea. He's just a dumbass in the background that has no idea. He doesn't have ears to listen to what's going on, to hear her on the phone with Chris. He doesn't know. He's just stupid, according to her, right? Please don't bother Jim, because it's not fair to him. Not fair to who? 4 people are murdered. The cops ask you for the contact of one person to check your alibi when it comes to your movement, where you were, because you said you were home at 3:45 and Jim could have confirmed it because he was there. And you say no, because it's not fair to him. He doesn't know. He's not aware. None of your friends know about Chris. None of your friends know about Chris yet, because it wasn't important. He was just like the beginning of a relationship. I'm quoting you right now. People come and go. He wasn't that serious. He wasn't that serious, yet you're looking at wedding dresses online for 2 hours. But it was just a booty call, right? Not important. Not important your friends don't know about him. It's so not important that you're Googling online to see if other men leave their wives for their mistresses. Do you really think we're stupid, Nichol? Make no mistake. People don't hate you as much as they hate Amber Frey. They hate you more. You know why? Because you could have stopped the whole witch hunt on you right now that you're going through. You're causing yourself a lot of stress when all you could do to squash everything, all you have to do is just go on one interview on TV. I don't know, Nancy Grace, Dr. Phil, something like that, CNN, whatever. With your lawyers, with maybe from people from CBI or FBI. You would do one interview and let people question you once and for all, and you would be squashed. People would leave you alone. People might even start liking you. I mean, that's pushing it, but no, it's better to play hide and seek and to go on YouTube with copyright claims and privacy claims on channels instead of doing the right thing. Because, oh yeah, I heard too, it's not the first time that you're doing this, apparently. I heard that you love to put claims on channels. And so far you've never won, so I don't know. Let's see if you win that one. Let me tell you though, I'm gonna fight it all the way. Anyway, so listen to this. This is gonna prove you that Jim was there in Frederick, Colorado, at Nichol's house when Chris murdered his family. And it's gonna show you that she placed a phone call to him at 6 in the morning while Chris was on his way to his work site, to the survey work site, to dispose of the bodies of his family. During that time, she has something so important to talk to Jim about that she has to call him at 6 in the morning. But Jim doesn't know nothing, right? Don't question him. Don't bother him. Yeah, right. Take a listen, people.
Because, guys, these leggings will change your life. Seriously.
I'm just asking your feeling on that.
Yes, and then he said, call me when you can. And I was
There was no other communication between you and him that morning, on Monday morning?
Well, there was, but it was like random, like...
But nothing about this event?
No.
About, like, my wife's missing, or...
No.
Anything?
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
And you knew he wasn't coming to the office because he had told you that Sunday night?
Yeah, and then he goes, and so, like, they're only in the office for the morning. Like, some days it's longer than others, but I would say by a maximum of 7:30 every single morning, they are all gone. And they don't come back unless they have, like, a meeting or something that they have to attend. So, like, not seeing him for the rest of the day is not, like, an unnormal thing. Like, but like I'm saying, like, we don't really, the only reason we interact was kind of, like, by an off-chance thing. Like, I don't work with him. So he, yeah, we talked like randomly throughout the day, but it was really sporadic, and he seemed pretty busy, so we didn't talk too much. Like I said, didn't put too much thought into it. It happens all the time. Waited till about 3:45, then sent that text to me, and yes, he does know that I will be home at that point. Or getting home. Like,
did you give Mark Jim's information?
Listen.
No, I would really not like to involve him in this. He does not know about this. He was not, like, he doesn't know any of this is occurring.
Okay.
Like, I was literally
he knows, certainly, through the media, that something's occurred.
Yeah, he's, like, out of town. He probably has no idea. He doesn't know who Chris is. Like, he's not, I do not know.
So he's just a friend of yours.
Yes. He does not need to be dragged into
your
this.
apartment and doesn't know anything about Chris. Does he know anything about Chris?
No, nothing. Absolutely not.
I've known Jim for years and years.
You're not dating him or anything like that?
No, he's like one of my very good friends. Like, my dad knows him. He's a great guy. He works out of state a lot, so when he's in town, we hang out. But when he's in town and he's off of work, to save time, so I give him a key to my house, one, because I trust him and he's one of my best friends, and two, because sometimes he will just meet me there, because I'll be like, hey, I'm getting off of work, and then if I get stuck in traffic or something, he ends up like sitting outside of my apartment waiting for me to get off of work. So I'm like, here's the key, and like my dog loves him and stuff. So no, he's not involved with it. Yes, I don't even
the only reason I asked,
into this.
And I'm not really concerned about your location. You have your cell phone records. At some point, did Mark ask you to supply did they ask for consent to get cell phone records? That'll probably be done by warrant. If we
Isn't
want
that what you just did?
Nope. What I'm talking about is your movement
Oh.
by GPS or by cell phone tower to show where you were. Obviously, and I don't want to cause you concern, we want to know where you were that day too. You're dating a man who did some egregious stuff, and we want to show that you were never near him that day. Period.
I mean, you guys can track my stuff.
No, yeah, I mean that was something we will have to get a warrant for, anyways. I'm just saying, if we asked for it, would you have any objections to that?
You can have it.
So,
I'm a pretty boring person.
Well,
I don't
it sounds
go
like
too
you
many
just went to
places.
work that day, and then you came home, and you were there at 3:45.
Yeah, like give or take like 5 minutes. But yeah, so 3:45, I meet Jim there. Yeah, I would totally.
So Jim is understand from an investigative point, he could be a person who could say, yeah, I was there at 3:45. He doesn't know Chris. He doesn't know anything. He could say with one phone call, yeah, she came in at 3:45. Done.
Totally.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't have to ask anything more than, hi, Chris, my name's Kevin. Or Jim. And I'm not saying you have to go to.
Just leave Jim alone. Jim does not need to be wrapped up in this.
If at some point I needed Jim's info to, let's say we couldn't find your phone records.
You can have them. I will give them to you.
Would you tell me who Jim was
if you had to? I don't really want to involve him in this. That's not fair to him. That's not, no. If I do not have to do that.
That's fine.
Yeah, so anyways, Chris was like, call me.
And this is the 3:45 text.
Yeah, he sent me like a few. I think there was 3 of them, and I don't remember what the other one said, but something about like, yeah, my family's gone, or I don't remember verbatim, but call me when you can, or call me when you have a chance. Something to that effect. And so, when he told me, call me, I was like, kind of alerted, where I was like, okay, what's going on, you know? But first when he told me, like, his family was, like, not home, that didn't really seem odd to me, that his family wasn't home. It was really vague. I'm like, okay, like, are they at the grocery store? Like, elaborate. And so, you know, and then, but he says, call me like it's, like, an emergency, but then just says, but they're not there. And so I'm like really like floored by that. Well, not like floored, but just kind of like, he says call me, so I'm concerned, and then he's really vague, so I'm like, maybe he just wants to talk to me? I don't know. I think it took me a little while to like really process the severity of the situation, just because this is not something that you expect to see every day, and the way that he talked to me made me believe that this is not what was going on at all.
Okay, so you make a phone call to him and you guys have a conversation.
I did. I stepped outside.
This is 3:45.
Ish. I mean, well, like, I think I actually interacted with Jim for, like, probably a good 15 or 20 minutes. I mean, he's my guest. He's in my house. So I don't think I called him right away. But, like, I mean, I'm trying to balance the fact that I have my friend here, and then Chris is saying that something needs to be addressed. But to me, it didn't sound like an emergency. I mean, it's all the time. Like, people aren't home right now. You know, so it wasn't like, oh my God, I have to take this call. It's an emergency. No. I mean, it was the way he said it. And I was like, okay. So I remember hanging out with Jim for a while, and then I stepped outside and I made a call, like, out on my back patio. And I called him. And he didn't answer the phone. And then he texted me back. Oh no. Did he answer the phone? I don't remember. I think he missed my call, and then he called me back. Or he just answered. Either way, it was a very short talk to him where he was just like, I have to go. The cops are here. And I don't remember if he said that on the phone or over text. I'm so tired.
That's fine. You don't.
But either way, like, the cops. Yeah, I mean, you guys will figure it out. The cops are here. And I'm just like, all right. And then I remember we were we were texting, but I was like hanging out with my company, so it wasn't like a non-stop text. It was just kind of like I would check my phone every once in a while, and we would communicate with each other. And he was just saying like they weren't there, and that her friend Nikki was there, and that her friend Nikki had called the cops. And I'm like, why would this girl call the cops? And like, I honestly do not remember the order of operations on all of this, but I'm pretty sure the majority of our conversation that night until my friend Jim left the house, which was probably pretty late, I don't even know what time, like 9 or 10, was all via text. So you should have this via text. Like, I don't think we started talking again on the phone until, like, after my company left. And he was like, I don't know, he just started, like, giving me details about stuff, and I don't remember what order, but he was saying, like, Nikki was really upset, and that the cops were there, and that they were, like, searching the house, and I was just like, what? You know, like, what? Why? And he was telling me that, they had, like, had a disagreement or something like that, and then, he told me, like, she was gonna go to a friend's house, and I was like,
All right, so you heard that, right? She got out of work at 3 p.m., went home where Jim was waiting for her. He had already gotten inside the house because he has a key. And she didn't call Chris back right away, although he did send her a text message saying, please call me back, my family is missing, call me back when you get this. It's not important enough for her to call him back because she has to entertain her company. Yet on one way, she says she was floored to hear his family was missing and the cops were there, but in another way, she's not floored enough that she drops everything and calls him because she has to entertain Jim. So Jim is there from 3 p.m. to 9 or 10 p.m. and you're going to tell me during this entire amount of time you're talking back and forth with Chris and he's not going to ask you what's going on? He doesn't know about Chris? He doesn't know what's going on? Do you really think we're stupid? I mean, maybe you're pretty good at babbling with dudes, but I can tell you, girl, with any human being that has a vagina, your shit doesn't work. Doesn't work. So yeah, that's where the 2 phone calls came from, where she called Jim at 6 in the morning for God knows what. What was so important at 6 in the morning that you had to call him 3 hours after SHAN'ANN had already left this earth. And then another time when you were getting out of work at 3:32 after Chris sent you the text message that his family was missing, or right at the same time. Yeah. But yeah, it doesn't matter, you know. You're having fun trying to put claims on YouTube channels when all of this is public records. All of this is information that was released by the CBI or FBI or the news. Everything I'm showing is public record. There is nothing that I'm showing that is not available publicly. I didn't dox you. I didn't dox Jim. Nothing. This is public records. You can't do anything about it. You can't sue me. You cannot do anything because where I live, public records, it's okay to reuse, re-upload, do anything you want with it. I'm not going to say exactly where I live, but I can tell you I already asked my lawyer and another friend that is a lawyer, and it's fine for me to do so. It might not be in certain states, I'm not sure, but in mine it's okay. Because I'm European, but I not live in the States. FYI. By the way, for anyone that's trying to make fun of my accent or the way I can stutter with certain words, come back to me when you can speak 3 other languages outside of English, and then you can make fun. Because I've had so many comments trying to make fun of me. And actually, you know, when I compare the ratio of nice, good comments and the bad comments, let's say I'll have like almost 300 good comments and like 12 bad comments. So I imagine all of these comments are coming from the Kessinger camp. It wouldn't surprise me. Right at the same time that I got the copyright, the privacy claim, the first one, somebody left a comment about the same exact passage in the video, about the Michael Kelly passage in the video. Funny, huh? Supposedly you don't know Michael Kelly, so it could only be 2 things. Either it's about the phone number that's showing, or either it's about Michael Kelly. Which one is it? Anyways, doesn't matter because both of these things is information. These texts were released by FBI, CBI. So what do you want about? Anyways, guys, like I said, I'm gonna fight this. I'm not gonna take down the video. The only reason it would be taken down is if YouTube themselves do it. From what I've heard, it's not the first time she's done this, and every single time she's lost. So hopefully YouTube keeps being fair and close the copyright, I keep calling it copyright, the privacy claim. And that's it. Yeah, I'll put the link to this petition in the description. And that's it. And if you want to rewind the video to see the timestamps that they're complaining about, you can do so as well. And again, I encourage anyone that wants to download my video and reuse it in a video of theirs to do so. And yeah, you have my full blessing, you know? So for people that were asking what's the link with Jim and all that stuff, well, now you know what's the link with Jim. Jim was there the day of the murders. He was with Nichol. He knows what's going on. He knew what was happening. And for some reason, she's protecting him. She doesn't want him to be questioned by the cops. She, Nichol, and Jim both know way more than what they're letting on. And this is why the cops need to take a closer look at them than what they have. But I'm thinking the cops aren't stupid, you know. I really don't think the cops are stupid. I think they're just letting her do what she wants to do and keeping a close eye on her. And eventually she will be brought in for more questioning. And, you know, they're probably keeping tabs on her and trying to see what they can do. Because I don't believe that the cops, they would just... There's so many of us to whom it doesn't make sense and to whom it's a huge, big red flag. And it would really surprise me that it wouldn't be a red flag for the cops as well. So I'm just telling you, Nichol, another message from me to you personally. You trying to take down my video, you're just opening a can of worms that you do not want to open right now. Like I said, there's so much more information that I'm sitting on and I didn't want to release because I didn't want to get into it. Don't make me do it. Don't make me. You're making me want to do it. I'll just do it much smarter, blurring phone numbers that are obsolete and email addresses that no one gives a fuck about. Excuse me for swearing, but I'm making a point right now. So yeah, you know, I didn't make any of these videos with a nefarious intent. Actually, my intent was to protect other people from being harassed because Nichol, it's you. All of what's happening right now to you, it's because of you. You spread your legs. You did certain things that led you to this point in your life. And yet, since you don't want to take responsibility, you don't want to be accountable and do one interview to clear the air for people because you owe it. I don't care if you say you don't owe nobody nothing. You owe America an explanation. This case is not a case that no one cares about. It's a national, international headlining case. You should give people closure. Supposedly, you wanted to do everything you could because it was a pregnant woman and kids that were involved, right? What happened to that? Give people what they want, the truth. Don't hide behind bushes at Jim's parents' house. Do the right thing. Anyways, I lost my train of thought right there, but you get the point. I'm not going to take down this video, and if it is taken down, it will be the works of YouTube. You know? Alright, guys. I will be keeping on with the regular upload that I had planned. I had a video that I wanted to post tomorrow or the next day about the survey 319 work site where Chris disposed of the bodies of his family. Some really odd coincidences that I noticed about it. It's more geared in I don't want to call it conspiracy because it's not conspiracy, because it's facts. It's actual facts that I found. But of course, you know, it's not something with like the previous videos that I made with paperwork and like numbers and stuff like that. It's more, you know, it's more odd coincidences than anything else. And in the meantime, we'll see what happens if YouTube takes down my video or not. And if they do, then, man, like I said, that's just gonna open the floodgates, and everything that I ever found out, I'm just gonna let it out. That's it. You know? So instead of attacking a channel that has 300 subscribers, 300, you know, with like what, 3K views, 3,000 views, I'm not gonna cry if videos that have 3,000 views is taken down. I'm not gonna cry. It's not a big deal. It's not like it has 1 million views, like I said before. I don't really care too much about that. I'll just re-upload it and just, you know, hide the specific passages. That's it. Nothing is gonna take the fact that you had the LLC called Satya. Nothing is gonna take away from the fact of the meaning of that name, Satya, and nothing's gonna change that after that I released the information to the public, 3 days later, you closed it. That was the point of my video. One of the points of my video. The rest, it was just me talking, commenting about people's other videos that had already been made. What are you gonna do? You're gonna try to make a copyright claim on Armchair Detectives channel, or Conscious Truth channel, or Scott Rice channel? You've already tried, you've lost. Stop it, girl. Do the right thing. You're just annoying people even more. My God, man. Jesus, I never thought I would ever say this, but God, I would rather be in a room with Amber Frey than you. Anyways, I'll stop being petty for 2 seconds, but you know what? She poked my petty, so I'm letting the petty come out. Alright, guys. I will see you in a little bit. And yeah. Keep on watching that video. Share it. Not this one. The previous ones that I made. Share. Download it. Save it. In case it's taken down, you have, you know, they're trying to hide the information that was in it. Keep it. Save it. So you have records of it. Alright, guys. Thank you for all the comments the nice comments that you left me. And I'm really appreciative for all of the good people I have in my subscribers, which, you know, honestly, like I said, out of like 300 subscribers, 99% are awesome people. And I assume that the leftover percent is NK and her little buddies. So good night to Jim, and good night to Nicole, and good night to you all, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.